Good morning, everybody. It's August 30th, Thursday morning, and this is Cheers, our local online mixers gone to digital online mixers. Cheers is where everybody learns your name. So these are fun and they're free and they're weekly, and we invite people to invite other people here for digital networking so that everybody can learn your name and a little bit more about you and what you're doing in the new economy. And we want this to be a safe and fascinating place for everybody to kind of come together. And what we are encouraging people to do is the fusion of local digital networking with digital networking invitations online to invite people to continue networking with you digitally. And as you're seeing, this picture is a key here because this is really the light bulb moment for me. When Kim and Kim is right here in this picture, he's on the phone with us, Kim Ryle. Kim and I were here, and the light bulb moment went on for me about what a powerful way to pack a room with your ideal prospects, whoever they are. And the way to do that is using local networking groups first for a lot of reasons to get that personal connection traction, and kind of swap your business card with the people that are there. And then, but usually, what can you really do? The good news, and there's good news, bad news about a meeting like the one we're looking at. The good news is that these are not RSVPs. These are people who showed up. These are people that are there to network. So remember that they're there to network. They are looking for people like us to network with. The shortcoming of these meetings is there's 500 people in a room. How much time do you actually get to do that networking and swap? Maybe you can swap a card. Maybe you can do a 30-second, maybe a 60-second, kind of elevator speech. But then what happens? Do you get to follow up? Well, the beauty is that is all the time you need to make an irresistible invitation so that they can get, my friend Shamala is here. Let me upgrade Shamala to panelist. Good morning, Shamala. If you're here, I was just talking about you. I was networking to Kim about I was going to be meeting with a trademark attorney and realtor this coming week. So Shamala, if you're here, we'll be getting to you, and you'll be able to do your introduction. I'll make sure that people can hear you. Of course, you can also put your information into the chat box, but so I want to kind of keep going on here and really point out why we're here and what the light bulb moment was like. And so, Joanna, you and Shamala will have to connect, and you guys can get your information and have it kind of ready to drop it into the chat box so you guys can connect digitally, because that's part of what we're doing here is what we call speed chat networking to really help people make those digital connections more solidly. But let's go back to this picture. It's just such a great demonstration. Like I say, this is where the light bulb moment went on. So then you have 500 people in the room, but how do you really make the connection with them? Well, when you give them an irresistible invitation to network with you digitally, and you got an offer that is irresistible, then you're going to be successful doing it. Now, let's say that your offer is maybe not irresistible, okay? Maybe you don't feel like you've got an irresistible offer to make yet. Well, that's why we are holding these free, what we call cheers meetings, where everybody learns your name, because again, what are these people there for? They are there to network. They want to meet people like us. So when you gift them a free invitation to more networking, more of what they want, they're going to love you for that. And what does that do for you? That keeps your relationship with them going because we are all here together in our Cheers networking group, right? So now you can invite them to either share, you can share your stuff directly where you can meet with them one on one if you feel like you've got that kind of irresistible offer, or you can invite them to join you in this group and build the relationship over time. So you've got kind of a second bite at the apple. That's a little overview about why we're here. And now, what I'd like to do is I want to invite everybody to be able to introduce themselves and connect through the chat. Now, we call this speed chat networking, yeah, because we want you to use the full resources of Zoom, and that includes the chat box. So have your information prepared because we are going to be growing these meetings. They're going to grow dramatically all the way up to mixers or mega mixers. So, as they become larger, we have ways to kind of breakout rooms, breakout meetings, kind of wolf packs, real estate wolf packs, sustainability wolf packs, all kinds of different groups that we can break out groups so there's more intimacy, more connection, better for making referrals and really helping each other as a group. So first, I'm going to let my co-host, Kim Ryle, do an introduction to you, Joanna, Shamala, and to all the people that are on tuning in from their phones or recordings, and so that they can also join in the networking. So Kim, why don't you do your little elevator speech and invite people to how you would like them to join you?
Thank you, Mike. Hello, this is Kim Ryle, and I've had the good fortune to have worked with Mike over a number of years, off and on. Great pleasure to be back collaborating with Mike. My background is sustainability education for businesses, and currently I also offer social media marketing solutions. Like it or not, people are talking about your business online. And like many business owners, you may not know how you appear on all the various media because there are quite a few places people can post about you that you may not be keeping track of. We can show you how to use your good name and social selling to bring more business right to your door, right to your website, your phone, or your storefront. My business is socialsmartmedia.com. And if you have limited time and you're interested in making connections quickly, I'll invite you to join us in a free digital Cheers meetup. Thanks.
All right. So Kim, will you drop your information into the chat box? And anybody who wants to can communicate with Kim directly or privately in the chat box as well. So Joanna, would you like to go next?
Sure. Just had to unmute myself.
I hear you.
So I'm Joanna Wright. I'm in Pennsylvania. And my company is Bottom Line Wealth. And basically, entrepreneurs hire me to help them build wealth and keep more of the money they make. I have nationwide students. As a result of my trainings, have created over $5 million in real estate. And they have some serious tax strategies that go along with it. So that's kind of my little where I geek out a little bit and help people more than just in the real estate. Again, it's Bottom Line Wealth, and we cover an abundance of real estate strategies because there's more than four, and some tax strategies for entrepreneurs.
Now, Joanna, you are a graduate of UC Berkeley or where? Didn't you go to No?
No.
Where did you go to school? You went somewhere out here in California, as I recall.
No, I think you're mixing me up with Julie again.
Holy cow! I sorry about that.
That's okay.
Anyway,
That's
then I don't do that because the last thing I want to do is do that. So why don't you just give me a little bit more about your background so that we have the full picture here of, how
sure.
you came to learning this and what your specialty is, because, like everybody else, I also want to learn more about it and get it all right as well.
Sure, sure. So basically, I've been in real estate for over 17 years, and I've learned a lot, pretty much business wise, credit wise, and investor wise. So I help create investors and help them keep more of the money they make. Um, I've been doing that for the last going on 6 years now, and I now have nationwide students. So it's grown quite a bit, and um, my real estate expertise helps people to understand there's more than a few ways to um, build wealth. It depends on your tax strategies that you need, which is what I like to focus on instead of, hey, let's get you into this particular, let's get you into wholesale, let's get you into fix and flip. Well, that might not be a great tax strategy for you. So that's where I kind of make the difference for entrepreneurs and help them build the wealth so they don't have to live gig to gig, client to client, paycheck to paycheck, however you want to word that. So they have the cash flow, they have the security and the assets so that they can do their mission and their love, what they want to do, and not have to worry about money.
All right, very good. Thank you for that. Now, are you, this is a kind of a question of interest to me. Are you a member of any local chamber of commerce, or do you network locally in Pennsylvania in any group?
So I just moved to Pennsylvania, and I actually used to be part of Walnut Creek and Lafayette Chamber there in California. I was born and raised in California, so I know the area very well. Um, and so there's a chamber here that I'm looking to actually join.
Okay, great. We strongly recommend that. And I would like to offer how we can help you to become super connected with your local chamber. Kim and I are both ambassadors. I'm an ambassador for the Lafayette Chamber of Commerce. Kim is an ambassador to the Walnut Creek Chamber of Commerce. And we are teaching them how to get new members digitally. So we are becoming ambassadors for them and lining ourselves up with their goals. So their goals are our goals are their goals. So they promote the heck out of us. So they are helping us. They're, inviting us to put on talks and discussions and promoting us out to their group and really become a recognized authority in your local chamber. And this is pretty universal across the country. So I would like to invite you to chat more about what we have learned and how we are really using digital networking to help local chambers to boost your status up in your local chamber. I would even interview the executive director of your local chamber. We could talk more about that. But anything that I or Kim can do to help you to really become not just a member, but really a recognized go-to authority in real estate in your local chamber. That's one of the key things that we're here to help you do. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. It sounds awesome too.
It is. It's killer. It's like I, I said to Kim, we started a little thing called "Am I Really Working?" And it's like, wait a minute. Now, if Kim and I are going to a free breakfast meeting at one chamber of commerce to meet other people, is that working? If I'm going to a meetup like this where there's food and drink and partying with all these other people, is that working? When I'm doing digital network meetings from Thailand, when I go there on vacation, is that really working? So I'm telling you, when you do this right and you do the marriage of local networking with digital networking, I really believe you have to ask yourself, wow, am I really working? Because I'm having too much fun.
Yeah.
So this is what we really want people to see. is to break out of that, kind of isolated frustration of trying to do things on their own when they can really use the power of groups, both in person and online, to really help them. So you just let me know. In fact, I'm going to drop my information on there. That will include a time for us to talk about how I can help you to get better connected with your local chamber. So that's my free offer to you. Now,
thank you, Mike.
Yeah, my pleasure, Joanna. Thank you. And Shamala, are you there and can we hear you? I know you're there. We're not hearing you. If you could, can you drop me a chat?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we got you loud and clear.
Okay.
Shamala Rajender, thank you for joining us. And why don't you tell us a little bit about your focus in the new economy?
Okay, Mike, I am a, a licensed attorney. I do, my specialty is intellectual property, that's copyrights, trademarks, patents, and things like that. And I also do real estate sales because as an attorney, I can deal with people who are in distressed properties, or we also do online auctions for properties. It's not like a distressed property, but even regular properties, we sell them online with starting with about 20% down below the market value, and then we get a lot of bidders, and then they outbid each other so that eventually we end up with more than the market value. And so that's catching up, and we have started it in the Bay Area. And what you were talking about earlier, I would like to become a member of Lafayette and Walnut Creek Chamber of Commerce. So that's a mixer. And so I have an office and I have a PhD in chemistry, and I'm also licensed here and a licensed attorney here. I'm also licensed to practice before the US Patent and Trademark Office. So I do a little bit of everything.
That you do, my friend. And Shamala has been a very successful woman's advocate for years with significant court battles that she's won. And she is an amazing human being to know and really brilliant. So I would really like you to connect, you two to connect. Because I think you guys could be a marriage made in heaven, or at least to learn more, Joanna and Shamala, about each other. And because I think both of you could, now, do I have this right, that each one of you could work nationally in real estate as well?
Yes, yes. As a matter of fact, I would like to, because, well, I am also associated with Keller Williams. They have offices throughout actually they are global. They have offices in every state. And so I certainly would like to. And the other one is, what I want to say is I have a profile in LinkedIn. So anybody who has LinkedIn website, you can go and look up my profile.
Okay, great. Shamala, Joanna just dropped her phone number in the chat box. Do you see that?
Yes, of course.
Okay, great. So if you would do the same for her and maybe drop your email address in there too, then you guys could schedule a time to chat and, look at some exciting collaborations. And I would like to make the same offer to you, Shamala. I will shortly drop my contact information and my schedule calendar in the box. And her name is pronounced Shamala Rajender, Joanna, just so you know. And I will drop my contact, and then you and I can talk about, and Kim is an ambassador in Walnut Creek, so he'll also help you to become, instantly connected in Walnut Creek, and I will do the same for you in Lafayette. And, we want to help everybody to build a massive following, and our goal is to see that picture, is to bring that picture to life online, digitally, with us at the top of the pyramid, if you will. because we're going to be, the founders and thought leaders in the new economy. So I want to, I'm going to stop this share for just 1 second. I'm going to switch to another one that I want you guys to see. So I'm going to switch to my Google Chrome, share this with you. Okay, here it is. Good. So here we are, and this is cross chamber networking. And oh, by the way, one of the things too that I want you guys to know about Kim is Kim also offers such sustainability credibility that can become a part of your personal branding. When you become, known in your, community, you got to be known for something, right? And it could be helping a nonprofit or helping the chamber, whatever you decide you want to become known for. But one of the things that Kim can help people with is becoming known for supporting sustainability issues. So there's another reason that you guys may well want to connect with Kim as well. So what I want to do is I want to explain the function of these meetings and really the beauty of them. And since Kim has been involved with me for a while now, I'm going to ask him to kind of jump in and help explain this to you, because I really want this to be a massive tool for you. And it is, and it can be even more so. So Cheers Online is where everybody learns your name. It's a good start. Where what we can accomplish together. But what we really want to do is build the massive connection like you're seeing here, and how we can do it digitally. So it's great to first go to meet people and shake their hand and explain to them who you are and that you'd like to continue the relationship, and that it can be done giving them more of what they are there for. They're there to network. So we're giving them more of that. Free. So when you invite someone, you can invite them, to connect with you directly, privately, or you can give them an irresistible invitation to meet at a networking group like Cheers. And by popular demand, I'm expanding our Cheers meetings not only every Thursday. So I sent you guys each a link. Save that. In fact, save that so that it's immediately accessible every Thursday. Put it on your calendar every Saturday. You don't have to come every Saturday. You may want to. You're welcome to. But if you can or don't want to, just keep it on your calendar as a reminder, because that's how we're going to really grow this, to be really huge. And the key is to understanding abundance. That's what we really want. Is now what the new economy is about how everything happens faster. So if you don't know what the new economy is exactly, a best way to look at it is right here. If you need a ride, you can make a speedy collaboration for a car and a driver on a site like Uber or Lyft. That's what this is about, speedy collaborations, okay? If you need an overnight accommodation, you can make a speedy collaboration for a room on Airbnb. Well, the new economy has gotten so much attention. It's changed everything, including sites like LinkedIn and Upwork and Meetup. So if a person or a company needs a resource like us, we are now resources in this new economy. That's the way we need to look at ourselves. We are resources that help people solve problems in real estate, in investment, in intellectual properties, or sustainability, or whatever our expertise is, our problem-solving expertise. We need to help people to find us, find the solutions that we offer them, either on LinkedIn, Upwork, Meetup, or many other sites that are available. Because people and companies are shopping for resources like we can provide and get paid for in new ways. So we want to make them aware of us, that they can hire us as a coach, a consultant, an expert, a speaker, an author, or more. So today, you guys, you're all in the right place. We're thought leaders in the new economy. We want to help you to understand how to get clients faster through digital networking with your, like I say, speed chat networking with your online elevator speech and the kind that you would do at a local chamber, but we want to help you to make it better, faster, and more effective by using it to invite people here as ambassadors for Cheers. Here's how simple it really is. And I'm going to let Kim comment on this. In fact, Kim, why don't you kind of take over and comment on these? You can see these 4 steps right here, Kim.
Yes, got it.
Okay, why don't you take it over and kind of explain it from your point of view?
Sure, thank you. And just to tag on a little bit, to expand a little bit on a point that Mike just left, was people can hire us as coaches, speakers, solution providers, and I would occasionally Mike will add conveners. One of the strategies, and actually one of the trends right now in the new economy, is that speakers are becoming conveners of groups, meetups, gatherings, etc. And I want to give Mike credit for coining the phrase. Conveners now really are speakers 2.0 because the ability to use tools like Zoom and in digital tools allow everyone who might have been mostly, kind of a solo, stuck in a solo silo, allows them just a lot more freedom, ease, and convenience to talk to, speak with, and convene many more people at one time, which is really just one version of a force multiplier. So with that, I'll come back to the networking and the business cards. Point number 1 there. Mike and I both agree that the fundamental way to establish one's credibility and authority is with a local economy, a local chamber, or possibly a BNI group. We each have, from years of experience, a strong and fond feeling about chambers of commerce for a number of reasons, and no slight to BNI groups, but chambers have been kind of our go-to reference and point of our base, essentially. So going to the chambers, being there as a regular or at least frequent, credible community leader, business leader, and getting face-to-face recognition, getting those business cards, and then taking the opportunity to invite people that you get to know or you know already to expand their sphere of influence digitally through the digital meetups like we're having right now and others that will follow, is just the easiest possible way to offer something of value to your existing and future colleagues. And then additional value that Mike is, and a little bit with me, that we're building into this is the education of how to leverage the new economy, business strategies, technologies, best practices, etc. And by inviting experts, thought leaders like Joanna and Shambhala, my pleasure to meet you digitally here, e-commerce wise, that together we have more than the sum of our parts. And that's the real value, or one of the real values, is the collaboration, that together we're all smarter than any one of us. And that is what Mike is facilitating, and that is what he has designed with this, so that we can all compete, thrive, and excel and flourish in the new digital economy. So with that, I'll throw it back to Mike.
Thanks, Kim. Great job. And let me ask you guys if this is resonating with you, Joanna and Shamala.
Yes.
Okay, good. And would you, because we're recording, and what we really want to do is we want to create with you and with us a referral machine. so that we are all inviting people to the next meeting together, because our pledge is that we will always treat you the way you would most want to be treated in front of your most important prospects or clients. So you can always count on the fact that, when you come here, you're going to be among friends, a place of comfort. And the more you come, the more we know you personally and can give you the pat on the back. So that when you give that elevator pitch, we're able to make comments that are significant, that will show other people that you invite to these meetings that you are known and liked in this group. And so that, they can then be more comfortable. And, as far as a referral machine goes, I mean, think about it, guys. If you go to let's say you went to a local networking and you hand them a pen or a refrigerator magnet or a keychain, is that really going to motivate them to think, oh man, I've got to give them more referrals because of this pen? I don't think that's going to motivate them that much, really. But when you invite them to more networking, and let's say somebody you invite gets a client and they make money because you gifted them the invitation here, they're going to remember you for a long time, and they're going to have a certain sense of reciprocity, and they're going to want to give you more referrals. So, we're very excited about, all the possibilities here, but, it's up to us to make it happen. As a team and growing it together, because that's what happened here. Now, I posted this meetup on Meetup, on my 6 different meetup groups, as well as there were a total of 8 different chambers of commerce that all collaborated together into this mega mixer. Now, here's another thing that Joanna will definitely understand is, think about this, Joanna. I posted this and other Lafayette Chamber mixers on my meetup groups. So I get credit in the eyes of Meetup. I don't have to buy a room or pay for a room or rent a room because the Lafayette Chamber is providing the room. And they love me because I'm bringing more people into the tent of the Lafayette Chamber by inviting them to mixer events. And I'm getting more juice on Meetup because they know that I am hosting Meetup. So I get to do webinars on Meetup. So this is all coming together into just a tremendous intersection of opportunity. And so I just want to kind of point this out to you guys, and that, save the link, and I will post this in the, because I think for you to grab it, you're going to, no, it'll be in the email that you have. But you should really save the link and really come back here regularly, because then the more you are a leader here, the more you're going to be a leader in your local chamber, and the more you're going to get, pats on the backs or attaboys, as they say, when you talk about your elevator pitch. So can I answer any questions for you guys about what you have heard or learned so far? Anybody?
Yeah, this is Joanna.
Great.
So I get the purpose here. What would be a great way to solicit this, if you will, like getting more people on here to network with?
Beautiful question. Kim, do you want to kind of talk about that, or do you want me to?
Go ahead. I'll let you take it.
Let me try and break it down for you into really simple steps. And somewhere I think I had them on here on my list, if I can find them. Okay, so the best way, you talked about wanting to join your local chamber. You both did, really. Shamala and Joanna. So let's do that. Now, the other thing you could do, honestly, is look around your desk right this minute. How many digital networking groups have you already been to? How many cards do you have around collecting dust that you haven't done anything with? So check that out and grab those cards, and then we're going to send you emails that you can actually send out to those cards inviting people here. So, old cards are now important cards to you, and or somebody that wanted to do business with you or didn't, but moved on or for whatever reason. Now to have a long-term relationship and get the benefit of them knowing you and liking you, even if you haven't done business, now you get a second bite at the apple. Just you want to invite. It's that simple. And it's so pleasurable to do, honestly, because you're doing something people want. And you're telling them, look, I respect you. I want you to be part of this key group that I am in. I know what you can bring to the table. What a great gift. So really, it's just communicating. Now, the other thing that I do, so that's step one, is I grab a card from a mixer or from my desk or from a stack or wherever, and I just send them a little note inviting them. Look, I know you're interested in networking, meeting other people, and being introduced. Don't forget our key slogan, cheers, where everybody learns your name. That's cool. That's like, wow, how can you resist that? I'm going to go and network and with the promise that everybody's going to learn my name. That's awesome. So that's pretty neat. Now, what I do too, I do a little follow-up call myself, and it's so simple and it's so pleasant. I just call up and say, okay, Joanna, I'm just calling. Hi, my name's Mike Hayes, and I'm just calling to tell you that I just sent you an email invitation to a little free networking group because I know you like networking and I wanted to send it to you. But because we haven't connected digitally, I know it may have gone to your spam folder. I don't want that to happen. I'm just giving you a heads up that I just sent it to you, or I sent it yesterday afternoon. Check your spam folder, make sure you get it, because I don't want it some little digital glitch to make us miss out on, possibly collaborating or meeting or networking or becoming friends in commerce and helping each other. I just leave that little message for them on their phone line. Now they know I'm a human being. I'm real. They've heard my voice. Hopefully they like me. And there's more of a connection. Or if they get me, and we just want to talk, we can talk. So that's the second thing that I do. Then I follow up again just before the meeting starts. I've already got their name and everything in my CRM system, my customer relationship management system. And so I can, shoot them another email reminder. And if I'm in a local chamber, I'm probably going to see them again at the next mixer. So then, next time I see him in person, hey, Bob, I sent you an email inviting you to a cool new free online digital networking mixer. You're here again. I'm here. So let's connect digitally. I think it'll really help you. So now you're making constant and never-ending inroads and improvement, not just spinning your wheels, but everything you do is traction. First gear, second gear, third gear. So then you're reaching out now. Once they show up here and you are a panelist and a recognized authority within this group, and other people know you and are, kind of giving you, like I say, a little pat on the back, that's really powerful. And that's going to up your status with the chamber, with that person at the next networking group. I mean, there's really nothing not to like here. It's all just really good stuff of building value in relationships and authority. So think of business cards and face-to-face meetings as like gold bars now, because that's what we're doing. We're turning paper into gold. And I just made that up, but it sounds pretty good to me. How do we turn paper business cards into gold bars? That's what we're doing here. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, good. So we're making these things more valuable because they're becoming more real. They're human connections and they're about doing business. That's why I call us all friends in commerce, because we're all friends, but it's digital and it is about commerce. We want to do business together. That's how you become really good friends, when you help somebody else to do some business. And then now I do call, how to build mega audience like this for you guys, because you don't have to have a hall to build a mega audience like this. You don't have to have a hall to have 500 followers. You can do it digitally by having irresistible offers, about real estate or transactions or investments or sustainability or whatever it is to make those connections. So, what we want to do is make sure that it becomes mega for you, and that becomes real for success for your lifetime. Because I help a local jobs ministry. People have been laid off, and actually, Shamala's been to a meeting with me in Danville at a jobs ministry called Sing. So if you, and because that's the other thing we can help people with is getting jobs. Uh, you know, uh, Chambers post jobs on their chamber boards. There's a lot of good jobs posted. So if you know somebody's looking for a job, you can also, invite them here, because they, just because they lost a job, they may still buy or sell a house, right? So you still want to connect with everybody. So we don't want people to roller coaster, up or down, lose a job, get a job. We want them to create a success for their lifetime. So basically, we do try and keep it down to 1 hour. So mega audience building in 1 hour. So I try to wrap these calls in 1 hour. And so now at this point, I want to give a little pitch, because we have to, like everybody else, we are friends in commerce. We want to monetize these. So let me do a final little story about this quick start boot camp that we offer. And the reason I point this out, you might be thinking, oh, Mike, I can't spend a dime right now. Whatever, it doesn't matter to me. What I want to do is I want to point it out to you for a reason. This is another way to monetize your lead getting, client getting, referral getting system. Here's how simple it is. If you invite somebody to our next Cheers meeting, at the end of it, we're going to make the offer that they can take our Quick Start into the New Economy boot camp. It's a 5 weeks online boot camp to build massive customer base, to pull more sales and dominate your competitors. Because as we say, congratulations, if you found your way to this page, then you're in luck, because you're some only, clicks away from converting local networking leads to getting new clients. Let's face it, a professional marketing strategy increases your customer base, builds your credibility, increases your conversions, gives your business a competitive advantage, enhances your marketing activities, and shoots up your sales. That's a proven fact over many, many years. So right now, we're all looking for ways to increase sales in a disrupted economy. It is a different economy for a lot of people. And you also want to improve customer loyalty. Nothing helps more than a lead converting marketing plan. That's why we're offering this program. And it's only $297 with a 100% money back satisfaction guarantee, plus a fifth bonus a week. Is at the end of it, I record your digital elevator speech about you being a resource in the new economy after you really understand it, know how to position yourself better as a powerful resource, a powerful connector with your local chambers, and an invitation to review your personal branding special report. Well, this pays a 30% commission to you. So if you invited somebody to Cheers and you become a affiliate, and they buy the $297 boot camp, the Quick Start boot camp, then you get a 30% commission from that. Well, now you've got money to do something else with, more marketing with, or to take somebody out to dinner, or do some other networking, or, even if it's just funny money to you, whatever, it can make a significant difference. So we're here. We're going to be forming collaborations of all kinds. We have a step-by-step expert. Kim talked about convening meetings. Like, I was the convener. I convened this meeting today. But we also want facilitators. Now, facilitators are people who help make collaborations happen, facilitate collaborations using live online digital networking meetings, engage with your potential partners. So that's another role in our meetings, is to be a convener, invite people, or to be a facilitator, facilitate collaborations, and to cook up the conversation, to create more chats and private conversations digitally for more and more collaborations. And we have experts at creating collaboration. So we're bringing the best of the best into this, including the top experts. Frank Kern is somebody that we reviewed in this month, and Evan Pagan last month, the top experts of the incumbent economy, so we can learn what worked in the previous economy and take the best of that and apply it in the new economy. I always believe in something, proven, something new, and even something experimental. That's what the new economy is all about. So that's kind of the end of this 1 hour presentation about how to grow your, mega audience online. I think we have a few action steps here because both Shamala and Joanna have expressed their interest in hooking up with their local chambers. So I'm going to drop, my information in the chat box right now, as a matter of fact. Grab this. So what I've done is I've captured this on a little sticky, and now I can go into the chat box and I invite everybody. This is part of the coaching and training, guys, too, is to drop it in there just like that, including my calendar here at the bottom. So you can grab that. But the other thing I'm going to be sending out is part of Zoom, and I love Zoom technology because it also gives us the full chat report that you see right here. So that allows me to send off the chat report.
Mike,
yeah.
I think we're not seeing what you're seeing. I see the new economy chamber and a lot of people there, and that's it.
You're not seeing my chat box. Do you have your chat open?
Mine's open, but I just see Shamala's stuff that she wrote, and I didn't see anything that you put in there.
Bam!
There you go.
Yeah. A little thing called hit return.
Okay, minor details.
That was cool. Thank you for that. See, this is all how we all help each other. I get that. I can't know everything. I'm good at some stuff. I'm not great at some stuff. Okay. But when, like Kim said, when we all come together, we're like aluminum. The individual parts are stronger, together. So now, one thing I do want to point out, guys, too, is LinkedIn. Now, so I guess you guys are seeing this, and what I want to do. This is my LinkedIn profile. Okay. But I want to show you guys something that's really cool and important and super easy because I am recording this meeting. Well, now, if I click home, which I just did, now look where I come, right here. So I can now write an article, an image, or video, because it's also changed LinkedIn. The new economy's changed LinkedIn. I'm going to send you guys off this video. So if you want to post this video on your LinkedIn profile, think about that. You don't have to produce content anymore. All you have to do is make a comment. Oh, wow, this is great. Look at, I was involved in this digital networking group. Check this out. This is amazing. If you want to come contact me and learn more, love to help you or help you grow your business or your investments or whatever. All you have to do is write a little comment like that, paste right in here, paste the link to the video that we are recording right now where you're featured in it, and it can invite new people to it. And again, just to show you, just go on LinkedIn. All you have to do is go to your profile and then click right up here on the LinkedIn button. Simple, take you right here. And now you can post your own content. You can post this link. You can add comments. And now you're getting higher rating from Google because it is a YouTube video. You're getting a higher YouTube ranking because YouTube is owned by Google. You're getting a higher Google ranking. I'm telling you guys, this is good stuff. It's like hitting the bullseye of the target because it all comes together and one thing turns into all the concentric circles of the target going out. So there it is. Thank you for that comment. What a gem. I love that. And so what we want to do is just to help each other, be here, answer your questions, support you, especially supporting you as you are making your initial forays into chambers of commerce. Because with this comment, I'm going to say this. Kim said it. He said, a visit to one chamber of commerce is a visit to one chamber of commerce. They're all different. They're all local. Some focus more on big corporations, some focus more on entrepreneurs, and some need to focus more on local entrepreneurs. But some chamber directors are lazy. Some are more, progressive and into the new economy. And like mine, totally supports everything I'm doing. They're just amazing. Lafayette Chamber, I love them. They're so supportive. So we're going to do case studies. We're going to hold these chambers of commerce accountable for helping you. So when we do a case study of how you are networking in Pennsylvania, your local chamber, Joanna, that's going to go out there all over the internet. Are they a great chamber? Are they supportive of the new economy and you? Or are there things they could learn to do better? If there are, we want to help them do better. Or we want to refer you to maybe another chamber of commerce so that you are getting all the success you want. So we're at the 1 hour mark approximately. So I'm going to see if you guys have any final thoughts or questions. We'll stay on here for as long as you have questions. But officially the meeting is over. So we can keep it to 1 hour. But, from a practical standpoint, I want to just kind of everybody just open it up now to any talk. So just let's stop the formality. And we've got a good recording. So now let's just see if anybody has to or would like to just have a chat. Okay. Kim's got to go. Let's see. Or Kim, did you say you had to go or that's Joanna?
I'm
okay.
Good. I'm here.
Okay, so Joanna's got it. Thanks for joining us, Joanna. And let's all, also let's all chat up our friends in the Global Business Mastermind group to get them to, because they're really super smart. So we want as many of them as we can get in here. And we're totally supported on that by Sunil. So thanks for joining us, Joanna. I know you got to run. And did you want to get together, Shamala, to talk about, your joining a local chamber?
Yes, Mike, I would.
Okay. Then I'll reach out to you and I'll send you. You got Kim's contact. So do you have any questions for me, Shamala? Because I do have something I want to talk to you about a kind of a trademark issue for some of the stuff that we are doing.
Sure.
And how we can, use your new course that you have coming out about protecting intellectual property more and how we can promote that here too.
Right. Yes, Mike. Yeah, I certainly like to do that because I have already recorded some modules that I generally talk about intellectual property in broad terms, and then I go into more detailed description and what to do and what not to do about copyrights, and then trademarks, trade secrets, trade dress, patents, different types of patents, and what needs to be done, how to do it yourself, and how not to do. And when you have certain issues that we all highly recommend you go talk to a experienced intellectual property attorney and about litigation and everything else. So that should be coming up very soon.
Well, you're giving me a real good idea too about because in our global mastermind group, we have a lot of people that have courses that need some, like Lucy Gable, who I think I referred to you. But there's a lot of people that have courses in intellectual property. So mentioning that you'll be here to them, I think could be a good draw. For them to come here to Cheers to meet you because you're not in our global mastermind group, but they can meet you here.
Sure.
So that's all good too. Kim, any other thoughts about from you or questions or any, closing remarks?
Shamala, you're over in Danville. Did I
Yes.
catch
Yes,
that?
I am.
Okay. So I'm here in Walnut Creek, actually
I see.
South Walnut Creek. So we're actually quite close. I would love to meet with you sometime briefly for coffee or just
Yeah, that I would love that. Anytime,
and
just anytime.
compare notes. And I've got ideas on how I might be able to introduce you to some people in the sustainability world who, are constantly developing, or at least some of them are working to develop, new products, services.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
I don't know anything about your area of expertise, but boy, would I love to connect you to people who could use your service. So,
Oh, that would be
so
great.
anyway, that's where I'm coming from on that. And I'll tell you what, we'll take that offline. I've got your email. I'll send you an email after we're offline here.
Yeah, just tell me when you're free and then we can get together for a cup of coffee, cup of tea, whatever.
You bet. Thank you so much. My
Thank you.
pleasure.
Okay, guys,
All right.
we got some good connections going here today. So let's wrap this up, keep it short and sweet. And thank you so much for joining us. I'm Mike Hayes of the New Economy Chamber of Commerce. Join us again for Cheers, where everybody learns your name. So for now, cheers.